What's up, guys? Here's one thing a lot of people don't realize about NOFAP is that basically the culture and everyday life is going to slowly drag you towards fapping, right? But if you want to stay away from that, the best thing you can do, the number one trick that I think makes a huge difference that a lot of people don't pay mind to, is the emergency panic button on Reddit. Basically, when I'm on my best streaks, when I'm on my longest times not fapping, the key is I wake up and I read, I go emergency, I read the quote or whatever, backspace, emergency, read the quote or whatever, and I do that for like 20 minutes right when I wake up. And then before I go to bed at night, I do the exact same thing. Because basically what you don't realize is that just showing up to life, you are naturally going to be like everything you're surrounded by pulls you towards fapping. It's the same thing as like if you're not forcing yourself to work out, the natural tendency is just to not work out and to go about your life. And so this is the same thing with NoFap. Is basically like, yo, you have to force yourself to read about NoFap every single day, just like burn it in your brain. So when you wake up, emergency panic button, and you're reading and you're reading and you're reading, this is why I'm staying on, this is why I'm doing this, this is why I'm doing this, this is why I'm doing this. And at night, this is why I'm doing this, this is why I'm doing this, this is why I'm doing this. Because what can happen is if you're not doing that, urges are much more difficult to deal with because you have this, you don't have that like inner knowledge that is forcing you to stay on top of your thing. It's the same thing with like goal setting. So for example, if your goal is to make an extra $3,000 this month, if you remind yourself of it all the fucking time, it's going to be much easier to get it than if you just think of it at the beginning of the month and then you're like, it's not going to be on your brain when the moments of decision come up. And so the key is with NoFap, what is going to keep you strong, what's going to keep you motivated is the moments of decision have to be good. And so if you want those moments of decision to be strong and to have the bigger picture in mind, I would encourage you to for freaking 20 or 30 minutes in the morning, NoFap emergency panic button, read that shit. And at night before you go to bed, NoFap emergency panic button. If you do that, you're pretty much guaranteed to stay on track. Whenever I've been doing that and I get off track, it's because I stopped reading it. If you read it, you are pretty much set because all the other things that are helpful for NoFap are going to be burned into your brain. Hope this helps. Hope this helps. It's freaking cold out here. Have a great day, guys.